An oak only matures into righteousness through perseverance. My name is Neil, and this is my story. I was raised on alcohol and cigarettes, a life mired in addiction. I was physically, mentally, and emotionally abused. This was a daily affliction. I was like the seed sown along the path that Satan came to steal, kill, and destroy. How could I believe in God when my life was miserable and without joy? I grew up living a life of sin. Partying, alcohol, sex led to having children. I was much too young. I simply wanted to flee, but something wouldn't allow it. I had a responsibility. We got married, but it seems that I was born to lose. She wasn't faithful, so I turned to booze. I was like the seed sown among the thorns that was being choked out. How could I believe in God when He didn't care what my life was about? I gave alcohol absolute reign, drinking away all of my heartache and pain, in and out of jail without shame. But then I learned to function and maintain. Years of bondage, living as a slave. I spent my days pretending like I was sane. I spent my nights in a drunken rage, all the while knowing that I was in a cage. In the end, God finally won. I ended up homeless and broken, nothing but a drunken bum. But let me stop right here so I can be perfectly clear and make this real. A bruised reed He will not break, a smoldering wick He will not put out. I was yelling, screaming, and cursing at God in a drunken rage when He spoke to me. He asked me to give Him a chance, argued that I had nothing else to lose. That's the day that everything changed. I didn't understand it then. I no longer wanted to die. I no longer wanted to drink, but I couldn't stop. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled. I walked into the doors of Adult and Teen Challenge a complete mess. I didn't know Jesus, but I was willing to give Him a chance. I found hope, I found love, and I even found joy. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness. I spent a year walking with Jesus, studying His Word and growing in His love. But there were still strongholds in my life that I hadn't let go of. Satan used those to slither his way back in. He used my anger and my bitterness to cause me to sin. He reopened the door of alcoholism. But this time I wasn't going to let him win. For a righteous man may fall 7 times and rise again. Anger is not evil on its own, but it becomes bitterness when fully grown. I am learning healthy ways to give it release. I'm no longer allowing it to fester like a disease. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for Thou art with me, filling my heart with righteous conviction and breaking the chains of anger and addiction. I am becoming the seed sown in good soil. And by perseverance, I will produce a good crop, perhaps even as an oak of righteousness, a planting of the Lord for the display of His splendor. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. But I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. And thank you.